Hafide, and welcome back, everybody. The United States Constitution codifies the principles upon which our country was formed and continue to live today. And presiding Judge Alberto Lamorena is here in studio. Judge, welcome back.
Oh, thank you for inviting me back, Jason.
Well, you are always welcome here. Always welcome to talk about matters of legal things and things I truly do not understand and everything. Yeah. And certainly you're welcome because we are coming up on Constitution Week.
Yes.
Now, why is that important, and how does Guam play a role in exactly how we can appreciate the Constitution?
Well, it's important in a way because the Constitution is the document that defines our nation, our people, our way of life, and it defines how we interact or relate to our government. So it's a very important document because it defines the whole person of the nation and of its people. It's a document that exemplifies that it's a document of the people, by the people, and for the people. And was written by the people, for the people, and of the people. Mm-hmm. So it's a very important date. To me, September the 17th, 1787 is a more important document than July 4th. As I recently stated, it encompasses our nation, the essence of our nation, and of course, the direction of our people.
Well, not only as a student of the law, but as a teacher of history, I'm sure you would say that, that's literally like your Bible for people in your profession.
Oh, yes.
That lays out everything that, determines how you do your job.
Right. Well, Alexander Hamilton, who wrote the Federalist Papers, or was one of the authors of the Federalist Papers, stated that the judges are the guardians of the Constitution. And I hope to uphold that statement that he made, that we as judges are the guardians of the Constitution. If we lose sight of what the Constitution is all about, then we have a very uninformed public, a public that is very vulnerable to forces of evil. Like the old saying, it says that for evil to thrive, good men just have to do nothing.
Yep.
And we cannot sit back and ignore that.
I knew who said that at one point, Jonathan.
So,
escaping me.
Yes.
We'll both remember it after we finish this
Yes.
interview 3 seconds afterwards. But Your Honor, Constitution Week obviously is a time where people can focus specifically on that. And I like how you actually said, judges as the vanguards of the Constitution. You make sure, you make sure that not only are its principles upheld, but also that you pass on those lessons to a younger generation. And I remember when I was in school, there was a whole section of social studies where you would have to memorize almost, the preamble certainly, and the Bill of Rights and the major amendments and everything. Are young people, in your opinion, getting as proper an education into exactly what the Constitution is these days?
Well, I think so, and I hope so. Mm-hmm. That's the whole purpose of our school system. One of the things we're doing now is we're making 40 presentations to over 1,500 students in the next week. And I'd like to thank the justices, judges, attorneys, and court staff that are taking part in this endeavor. We're making it a bigger program because we want to have a bigger community outreach. We've done this in the past, but at a smaller scale. But this time we want to involve the entire government. The legislature is going to be passing a resolution today, declaring this week Constitutional Week. The governor will be signing a proclamation tomorrow, recognizing this week as Constitutional Week. So we want to have the three branches of government participate in this because we are involved in making sure that we have an educated and informed public. And that's important for this government and this nation to survive.
What is the one thing that you would say, like in your many decades of upholding the law, some of the lessons you would like to pass down to young people right now, or maybe even prospective lawyers who will go on to do the kind of work that you were doing?
Well, I want to only direct to young people, even old people. Because sometimes everyone should be aware of what their rights are to the Constitutions, what their responsibilities are with the Constitution, and what the Constitution is all about and what it stands for. It stands for a document. It's not just a paper document. It stands for a principle that the United States was on the forefront of being the first government to be formed by the people, for the people. Prior to that, all the empires and countries were governed by divine right. In other words, the monarch, the king or the queen, was the only arbiter of the law. They decided you get executed today.
Or the emperor would just say, yep,
right,
you're out of here.
Yeah, if they want to put you to jail, if they want to take away your tax, increase your taxes, you have no say-so. And so this Constitution was passed on September 17, 1787, makes it a document in which we are ruled by the law and not by people.
Well, I guess final question. What does the Constitution mean to you? And I'm sure you've had this conversation with with your fellow colleagues, the judges and the justices, like Chief Justice Robert Torres, Judge Sokola, even younger judges like Judge Canta when he was here and everything like that. So at that level, when you were a judge, what does the Constitution mean to you?
I think the Constitution is the foundation of what we are as a people, as a nation. I think if we abide by the provisions of the Constitution, I think we would be better off of it. I think it protects the rights of all peoples in our nation. It also delineates the checks and balances of power between each separate branch of government. It indicates that no branch of government is more powerful than the other, although there may be more responsibility than the others, but each branch of government checks the other so that the governor, the legislature, the judiciary cannot prevail without somebody checking on them.
It's an unbelievably powerful document.
Yes, it's a very powerful document. Sometimes people say, well, it's a document that stifles progress, but sometimes sometimes when we have to ponder and think things over, maybe it's a document that's been meaningful. It's lasted for over 240 years, and I hope it lasts for another 240 years.
All right. Well, Your Honor, I hope you can come back and visit us, for another 240 years, and we always appreciate your insight.
Okay, thank you, Jason.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. All right, please stay tuned, everybody. We are back right after this.